So, you've probably used Gemini for a quick question, maybe to summarize an article, but honestly, that's barely scratching the surface of what it can do. Google has packed an entire suite of seriously powerful, almost hidden tools inside that can totally automate your work. Okay, let's get into it.
I mean, let me just ask you this. When you use an AI, are you just treating it like a fancy search engine? Because if you are, you're missing out on like 90% of its real power. We're talking about potential that could save you hours and hours every single week.
So, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on these features. We're going to show you exactly how to turn Gemini from a simple chat window into a powerhouse that just does the boring parts of your job for you.
All right, so let's move past the basic question and answer stuff. We're going to start with the really powerful and, frankly, kind of surprising tools you can use right now without paying a penny.
That's right, you do not need to spend a dime to start automating your work in some pretty incredible ways. I mean, these free features alone, it feels like you found a cheat code for productivity.
So yeah, don't think of the free version of Gemini as some limited demo. It's a genuinely powerful AI assistant ready to go, and it can handle some of your most time-sucking tasks. Okay, check this out. Imagine you need to make a training guide. Instead of writing it all out, you just record your screen while you do the task. No audio, no narration, just clicks. Then you upload that silent video, and Gemini watches it and writes a perfect step-by-step guide with descriptions for everything you did. It is an absolute game changer for creating documentation.
And that's just one thing. The free toolkit is just packed. You can drop in a link to a 90-minute YouTube video and get a full summary with timestamps instantly. Or upload a super dense, boring PDF and tell Gemini to rewrite it as an interesting story for new hires. You can use its Socratic mode, where it actually quizzes you to make sure you're learning. You can even create what are called custom gems to lock in your brand's voice for any copy it generates. The bottom line is, these aren't gimmicks. They are real, professional tools.
Okay, so once you've really mastered what the free version can do, you might be ready for the next level. And let me tell you, the professional tier, it's a massive, massive leap in what's possible. Let's take a look.
2 million. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's the number of tokens, you can think of them as pieces of information, that Gemini Pro can hold in its working memory at one time. It's a number so huge it's honestly hard to even wrap your head around what it means.
So let's put it into perspective. 2 million tokens is like analyzing 1,500 pages of text all at once. It means you could upload 50 different meeting transcripts from the last quarter and ask it to find the common threads across all of them. For anyone who has to deal with mountains of documents, this is just wow.
And here's how you actually use that giant memory. Deep research isn't just a search. It's an agent that goes out, reads dozens of sources, and comes back with a full report. You can upload a spreadsheet, describe the charts you need, and boom, it builds you a dashboard. It can go through all your meeting notes and pull out every single action item and who's responsible. Or you can even schedule recurring tasks like, hey, give me a summary of the top tech news every morning at 11 a.m.
So really, the Pro upgrade is what changes Gemini from a helpful assistant into a core member of your team. It becomes this entity that can take on those really complex research and analysis jobs that would normally take a human hours, maybe even days. But wait, there's one more layer to this, kind of like a secret level. It's a separate, experimental space called AI Studio. And this is where Google puts some of its most futuristic, most powerful stuff, and it's also free to get in and play around. Okay, this is one of my absolute favorites. You can give it a script for a training video, right? And instead of just getting a boring, robotic voice reading it back, Gemini can turn it into a dynamic dialogue between two different people. Just look at the difference in engagement there. It's perfect for making internal comms something people actually want to listen to.
And this is where things get really wild. In AI Studio, you can just describe a workflow, a multi-step process, in plain English, and Gemini will build a little reusable tool for you, no coding whatsoever. So you could say, build me a tool that takes a website URL, does a full SEO audit, and then puts the report in a Google Doc. You build it once, and then you and your team can use it forever.
I mean, the stuff in here is just incredible. You can upload a still photo and have it animated into a cinematic video. You can share your screen and get live feedback while you're writing an email. You can build a tool that researches a topic and then automatically generates a whole Google Slides deck based on what it finds. It's truly next level. So, when you put all these pieces together, the free assistant, the pro analyst, this experimental playground, a really clear picture starts to form.
The future of this technology is not just about asking better questions.
And that right there is the biggest mistake people make. They treat these incredibly powerful, creative, analytical tools like they're just a search engine with a personality. That is not where the real magic is.
The real value, the thing that will completely change the way you work, is right here. It's about building automated workflows, it's creating those custom tools, and setting up systems that take over the repetitive stuff, freeing you up to do the work that actually matters. That's how you get 10 hours of your week back.
So, after seeing all of this, there's really only one question left to ask. When you look at your own work, your own daily grind, your to-do list, what's the very first thing you're going to automate?